Iris here, creators of the movie Nightmares You'll Have After This. So these are the credits. They couldn't make it in the movie, so let's get into them. Amanda, played by Minty. Like I said before, the credits couldn't make it into the movie because we forgot to add it in, so we're adding it with a separate video. Iris, played by Iris. I played me. Maxine, played by Mythical. Actually, after we do all the credits, we're gonna get into the characters and what we liked about them and get some of their opinions. Matthew, played by Gamer. He's been on the channel for quite some time. Like a second movie in it. In the channel, first. Kyle, played by Kinder. I think this was his first cameo in an actual movie. I know this wasn't for Minty. Special effects by Iris and Minty. We actually worked hard. We had to work with sound effects, which you'll see in our credit for. We were planning on doing a few more special effects, but you know. Production design by Mythical, Minty, and Iris, and Gamer, but I guess it cut off his name. Credits, sound effects by Iris, me. I had to do the sound. I had to voice act that, so it was fun. It was a good day. Music by iMovie. I had to work with iMovie to actually make this, so that was interesting. Music, Dark by iMovie, which is what you should be hearing right now, because it would have cut to this. In association with iMovie and YouTube. YouTube helped YouTube produce, uploaded it, and we were helped by iMovie. A Funtime Foxy Studios movie. Now this is our third movie now on the channel. The Nightmares You Will Have After This. Okay, let's get into the concept of the actual movie, storyline, plotline, and everything else.
Okay.
So we're right now on a call, I guess you can say, right now with Gamer Boy and Minty, who actually starred in the Nightmares You'll Have After This. As you notice, my mic quality actually changed after voicing it over, because now you're listening to the raw audio before I have to edit it. So, hi, Minty and Gamer Boy, welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
So basically, what we're going to be doing is actually...
I can't hear crap.
We're going to actually be talking about the pros and cons of their characters, what they hated their characters said, and what the funniest lines they thought personally. And then their favorite monsters. We're going to go into detail with that. And then I'm actually going to explain the storyline along with Minty, because me and Minty really came up with this idea together. And we had a very interesting way of coming up with it, because I swear Satan spawned in our room before we did this. So.
Oh no. So, I mean, we'll explain it later.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting.
Anti-random thought process. Like,
yeah, this is how when you see this, you're gonna understand how we come up with our video ideas sometimes, especially if they're a horror movie.
Oh my god, the burning trees.
Okay,
Yeah.
so.
Oh my god, hang on.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start off with Minty. So Minty,
Okay.
what did you, what is the thing you hated about your character's personality, and what did you like? What is the funniest lines?
One thing I hated was, my kind of like distant.
I'm sorry, say that again. Your, kind of call right there just died for a split second. Repeat that.
Oof. So, one thing I didn't like about my character was it's very loud. And I'll pay the price for that, so.
Okay, so what she said is her mic's dying right now, guys. Basically, one thing she hated about her character is she was very loud, and now she's paying the price because her voice is very hoarse right now, so, yeah. What is the thing that you liked about your character?
Yeah.
All of us are destroyed after
Her
this
character was
movie.
like, it's very skeptical.
Her character is very
It's
skeptical.
of everything.
Very skeptical of everything is what I'm getting the most. So, Matt, Gamer, what did you like about your character, and what did you hate about your character?
Okay. So. I hated that I was actually really retarded
Okay.
in
Interesting.
this.
Interesting.
And-
Interesting.
I loved my character was like really just enthusiastic. Like I think at one point in the video,
In the movie. Yeah.
in the movie, at one point I told the demon monster thing that was in the room at the time a fat oath, and I don't even know what fat oath means, but it's okay. I just called it that. I just thought of a random thing, and I called it that.
Okay, so what was your favorite monster, Minty?
Uh,
Okay, so like I was saying, now that you can
Maybe Kid
hear her, now that you can hear her a lot clearer, what was your favorite monster? I guess I can ask you.
well, I wanted to be good at scene, but I guess I'd go with Nutcracker and the Whispers.
Oh, yeah. So, the interesting story behind the Whispers and the Nutcracker is we actually, I think the
We
night
merged
prior,
two of them together.
prior to the
From-
movie, the night prior to actually filming and shooting the movie, we only had an hour to do it.
Oh wait, are we gonna say how we figured out what?
Yeah,
what
we're
came
gonna
up
do that
with
real
it?
quick. So prior to that,
Okay,
we were actually
well-
telling horror stories and basically the way the Whispers
Yeah.
and the Nutcracker, which I found interesting, was one of our cast members actually told us a story of how their Nutcracker moved its head around when he was like a kid, and like one time he went to the kitchen and he heard whispering of hi, hello, and it turns out an old lady actually died in his house. So I was
Yeah.
interesting.
So, one reason that brought up the story of like telling horror stories was I went, hey, so what's everybody's scariest horror story? And everybody just went, personal.
nightmare.
And I went, what's everybody's scariest nightmare? So yeah, that's what happened. And then we got into this. Then me and Iris started thinking of a movie. And then we have burning trees.
Yeah.
You mean fall trees?
No, burning trees. They are
Wait,
burning.
where did
Don't
that
know
come from? You said
They were
those trees were
Satan
fall.
trees. What did you think?
Okay, anyway, guys,
They're
and then if
camouflaged
you
as palm
notice
trees.
that in the movie you actually saw some bit of green screen, the special effects did not link up with the actual green screens we had pre-built, and it would not link up or sync up during the filming. So it was really annoying, but I had to just go with it because I couldn't cut the scenes.
Yeah.
So,
We could probably edit that.
I'm dying. Okay, so what was the most grueling or awful process you thought of production?
And I didn't even get asked, but okay.
I know, I'm asking both of you.
Oh, wait, but
You
I
go
didn't
first,
say
Cameron.
my scariest monster.
I know I'm gonna ask you in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
But like, okay, you know we'll do yours actually.
Oh.
What was your favorite
Okay.
monster?
I have to say E.T. looking dude.
Okay, basically the cloak. That is his name, the cloak. I'll pull up a picture
Yeah.
right here. There you go, the cloak. And then she said the whispers or the Nutcracker. We don't have actual whisper pictures because
It's a sound.
yeah,
There are whispers and it's a sound and there's nothing there.
yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But we
So-
can't pull up a nutcracker.
There you go. There's the
Pull up a
Nutcracker.
I mean-
nutcracker.
We don't know. This dude could be like schizophrenic, could be hearing stuff.
Exactly,
He's all thinking
exactly.
Some kind of like that's like the actual theory about this is are they psychologically mental, or is it actually Satan?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
The weird thing is now we actually had to cut a horror character, and the main reason I actually cut this is because the movie will be rated 18 and up if I did bring this character in, and that was my character. Basically, it was a nightmare on which at night, I fell asleep, I woke up in my room being held down by a Japanese or Chinese emperor who,
Yeah, and if you
Was-
just catch, Maxine was telling the story in the beginning.
basically I was being held down on the bed, and what actually happened was it was this figure, an old man standing above me wearing red clothing and stuff like that, cultural clothes, I guess you can say. And basically the reason why we cut this is because it's very bloody, so I'm gonna give you a short little description so I don't freak out the people watching this, because you will have a nightmare. Because when they heard it, they were like I swear I may have made them
Oh,
gone
yeah,
insane.
dude,
I may have
my
summoned
mom
Satan
did.
in their households by accident by telling this story.
Yeah, no, a demon was in my closet. It was like banging on the door. It was like, let me out. And I'm like, no, man. There's no demon out of my closet.
So,
I'm staying in there.
but yeah, so basically, it was holding me down. I tried screaming for my mom, but all I could hear was, help! It was whispers, and my voice sounded strained. And then, he unhinged his jaw, and, there's nothing there. It was just an empty void. My roof came undone, and I'm gonna end off the story like this. I woke up, and my arms were still in the same place as he was holding me down. So, if you want to hear the full story, check it out on the audiobook channel, linked in the description, so you can get all the nightmares you wish. Go ahead.
Yes. We will
Go.
give you extra nightmares about E.T. cloak.
Wait! Oh my god, I have an
But it
idea.
just
Like
looks so
E.T..
funny.
I swear to God, I
E.T. did
remember
look
it as
so
E.T.
funny in Film Kinder.
But anyway,
Which I thought
so
was amazing.
the thing is though, how this idea came to be was based off of nightmare stories, because we wanted to take the idea of horror stories tell in the dark, if you know the book series, amazing book series, and how they turn it into a movie. We wanted to take our stories that we had and turn it into a movie. So based off of scary stories tell in the dark, and then we came up with the idea of the nightmares you'll have after this, which Minty actually came up with the title. So Minty, how did you come up with that title? Minty?
I think her Discord died.
No, she's here. Hello, Minty?
Discord, you okay?
Oh, Minty, hello?
Well,
Okay,
whenever
so
your
Minty,
Discord shuts
how did
off.
you come up with the title name? Now that we can hear you again.
So, when everybody told their stories, if you didn't know, I get scared kind of easily. So I thought about it and I was like, these are nightmares I'm gonna have after this. And then I was like, wait a second, that's catchy. The nightmares you will have after this. Wahaha.
And now we depicted it in
and-
Minecraft
Scary
because we
one.
can't meet each other IRL. That's a long
Yeah.
drive for me personally. Not as much for them, but for me, yeah,
For
it would
me,
be.
I could be like, I'm a vegan. I ain't using no car. I'm walking to town.
That's
like,
not vegans.
But
Not
anyway,
vegan.
so guys,
Yes, it is.
what I hated about production, let's get into the production thing. And then we're gonna get into the actual storyline and the plot line, and then we're gonna get into the backstory of everything. So what
Stole the almond milk. I'm sorry, that was the best.
actually
line.
that reminds me of the category.
Shut
What
up.
was your funniest line, Minty, from your character? And what was your I guess you could say smartest line? Her thing did it again. Oh nope, she's here.
He stole the almond milk.
Just look.
Okay, nope, her thing's doing it again.
They'll call.
Alright, yep, it's doing it again. We'll come back to you, Minty, whenever you're not
Testing,
dying.
Testing.
So, Gamer, what was your funniest line you said from your character, and then what was your smartest line?
Okay. Funniest line I have to say from my character was either the cacaw part where I was like running around and I screamed cacaw, and or whenever I called the ET dude a fat oaf.
Okay. So,
They're tied. I can't decide.
okay, so what was your
Comment down below
smartest,
which one you think.
what was your smartest line?
My smartest line.
Yeah, what was your smartest line?
Huh. Probably whenever I called the guy the fat old.
I meant like,
Because I'm not smart at all.
logically.
Like, logically,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's hard to think about that.
Well, I think Minty's call died real quick, so let's go ahead and try to get her back. So Minty, what was your
Why does your
funniest?
Discord
What was
look
the?
like that?
What is the funniest line you said, and the smartest line you said? The most logical.
logical line.
Yeah, what was your most logical line?
Okay. So, most line.
She said her most logical line
Yeah.
is her call keeps dying. Yo, I think we need to join an entirely new Discord server.
Okay, what was your most logical line, and what was your most funniest line? We can hear you again.
Whereas the almond milk is my logical line.
Okay, then. What was your most funniest?
He took the almond milk.
Okay.
That has to be her funniest, I'd say. I
So,
think she died again.
yeah.
Why does your Discord keep dying?
Okay, you're back.
Yeah,
So what was your funniest
Yeah.
line?
It doesn't like bread.
Now,
I
Hey.
don't know why.
okay, guys. So basically, what we're gonna do now is basically go into the plot. We're gonna go into production and how much it drained us, and all that. So Minty, since Minty was part of production design, so is Gamer and Mythical, all of us part of it. So Minty, what did you think of production? Okay. Gamer, what did you think of production?
It was time schedule.
The time schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, that was insane, guys. We only had an
What I
hour.
thought about what I thought about production was, what if we don't make it on time? What if we lose the cut? What if the cut we can't get it? What if we try a scene too many times and we run out of time or
Yeah,
something?
I think
It was
each
basically
scene had
all
at
of
least
that.
2 different variants.
Yeah,
And then-
and then
and there's
except
about-
for the one with Mythical.
There's like
and
18 different
the-
scenes, guys, and
Me.
that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time we have to spend.
That was almost the equivalent to a whole 2 hours if we did each scene 3 times.
So
There was one scene that we did 4, and that put us
which
back
scene
by
was that? I don't
5
remember
minutes.
doing that. But which scene was that?
It was the final scene because Kinder
We did that-
screamed something random.
We did that twice.
No, we did that in at least 3,
Okay.
from what I know.
Well, so now on to the actual plot line. Basically, where we're starting off in the movie. You should hear my audio come back to regular because I'll be doing the voiceovers for this part. Say bye-bye to the actors. That's all you're gonna hear from them.
Okay, so the plot line behind The Nightmares You'll Have After This is it's based in 2016, roughly about the early 2000s, with a group of kids who have to go to a library, and after that, what they do is they find a book curses them, and towards the middle of the movie, it starts, the curses or the nightmares start actually happening. After that, I think towards the end of it, they have to all fight the monsters. Via all the monsters they had to face in their nightmares or their dreams that almost killed them in their dreams, but they had to fight them IRL. 2 kids are killed in the process, and now our main protagonists need to find a way to bring them back. And that's when the story ends. So now here we are in the actual backstory. The backstory behind some of the characters are quite interesting. So the backstory behind Iris is she was a little girl. She came from an abusive family with her father who was an alcoholic and her mother who was overworked as a maid to keep their house afloat. They lived a very luxury life because the dad constantly paid the bills. The mother got jack shit, only got 4 pennies for her jobs. She lived in Texas, in Houston. Then she moved to LA, where the story. Then she moves to Florida, where the story takes place. After that, she meets her friend Amanda. They've been friends since childhood, but they found each other in Florida at Florida University. Um, After that, they move into a house together, and they find their friends Matthew and Kyle, who live next door, and they actually go to a giant sleepover one day as kids, and then or as adults now, because they're in Florida University. They actually tell each other scary ghost stories, as little kids, when they were little kids, they tell it from childhood. One of the scariest stories they tell later on, they published a book about it, and there are only 4 copies left in the world. So fast forward to now present day time in the movie, they now have to basically find that one last copy, but little do they know is it's the original book, which was said to be cursed after it went to the public library, because it was said that Amanda, who written it so graphic, Amanda and Iris, who written it so detailed, that basically what had happened was, it's how do you say, it came to life after the actual, I don't know why I had an accent for good. Now I have another accent. I'm not in control of my accents, guys. Come from different cultures. Don't judge me if you hear accents. So it basically, in a way, it came to life after them telling these stories, and that was kind of like the backstory of it. And now present day time in the actual plot line, they're being hunted and haunted down. Thank you so much for watching this behind the scenes little insider peek at the nightmares you'll have at the dark. It premiered January 18th at 7:35 UTC time. You can still check it out on YouTube uploaded. Thank you. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video. Thank you so much. Bye.